Romy is the CEO of a major robotics company. She's the boss everyone admires, strict, professional, and a role model for every woman in the company. She has no tolerance for mistakes, and her employees look up to her, hoping one day to be as powerful as she is. At home, she's a wife and mother, married to Jacob, a passionate theater director with 2 daughters, Isabel, a teenager, and little Nora. On the surface, Romy has the perfect life, a successful career, a happy marriage, and a loving family. She and Jacob do everything they can to give their daughters a joyful childhood, but beneath this perfect image, Romy struggles with a deep internal conflict. She's dissatisfied with her intimate life, and no matter how much she tries to ignore it, she finds herself distracted. One morning, as she's heading to work, Romy suddenly freezes in her tracks when she sees a ferocious dog attacking a man. Her heart pounds as she watches, terrified, but just as the dog turns towards her, charging full speed, a calm and commanding voice calls out, and the dog immediately halts, obediently returning to its owner, a confident young man standing nearby. Romy is mesmerized. How did he do that? He didn't just control the dog. He tamed it, calmed it, made it listen. She watches, fascinated by the way he handles the animal, by the unshakable control he has over it. For a moment, she forgets herself, lost in curiosity, until she snaps back to reality and rushes to work. At the office, her assistant introduces a group of new interns, and to Romy's shock, the man from the street is one of them. There's something about him, an air of confidence, boldness, and a fearless energy that sets him apart. Unlike the other interns, he doesn't wait to be introduced. He strides forward, looks Romy straight in the eye, and introduces himself. "I'm Samuel." His voice is steady, unwavering. Then, without hesitation, he asks the one question no one has dared to ask before. Are robots truly going to change human lives, or is it just a marketing strategy to boost sales? Silence fills the room. Romy doesn't answer. The tension is palpable. Even her assistant, taken aback by his audacity, quickly ends the meeting, apologizing for his rudeness. But Romy isn't angry. In fact, she's intrigued. There's something about Samuel, his boldness, his directness, his ability to command attention, that pulls her in. Unable to shake the feeling, she finds herself watching him, following him to the office cafe, where she casually asks him to make her a coffee. As he hands her the cup, she finally asks the question that's been burning in her mind. How did you control that dog on the street? A smirk crosses Samuel's lips. She wasn't a dog, she was a she-wolf, and I know how to handle creatures like her. A chill runs down Romy's spine. She isn't sure if he's talking about the animal, or something else entirely. The tension between them grows. Romy starts watching him more closely, noticing how he interacts with others, especially women. She can't help but admire his boldness. Then, at a company event, she gets shocking news. She's been assigned as his mentor. That night, Romy's husband tries to get close to her, but she pulls away. When Jacob asks what's wrong, she suggests trying something different in their relationship, a dynamic where he takes control. But Jacob refuses. I don't want to control you. I don't want to treat you like a possession. That would make me feel cruel. Disappointed, Romy says nothing. But deep inside, she knows exactly what she wants, and Jacob isn't the man who can give it to her. Samuel, however, is. During their first private session, Samuel gets personal. He asks about her life, her struggles, her career. Romy answers, but then he says something that shakes her to her core. You're not as strong as you pretend to be. You want someone to take control. You're tired of always being the one in power. His words hit like a slap. She's stunned, because he's right. Romy tries to walk away, but Samuel stops her. He moves closer. Too close. For the first time, she doesn't resist. And just like that, Romy steps into a forbidden world. A world where she isn't in control. A world where Samuel dominates her, commands her, owns her. Their secret affair spirals into a dangerous obsession. Until one day, Samuel shows up at her house, sitting in her living room, laughing with her husband and daughters. Samuel acts like he belongs. Romy panics. She pulls him aside, furious. You can't be here. My family is everything to me. I won't lose them over this. Samuel smiles, but his eyes are cold. You don't get to decide when this ends. From that moment on, Samuel changes. He ignores her at work, acts as if she doesn't exist. When she tries to talk to him, he refuses. He makes it painfully clear she is no longer in control. Romy becomes desperate. She finds herself chasing after him instead of the other way around. But then, Samuel makes a threat. If you try to leave me, I'll tell everyone about us. I'll destroy your career, your family, your entire life. For the first time, Romy realizes the depth of her mistake. She has no way out. When her assistant discovers the affair, she urges Romy to end it before it's too late. So Romy finally confesses everything to Jacob. Devastated, he throws her out. Her career is ruined, her family shattered. And Samuel? He disappears. Months later, she learns he left for Japan, starting a new life. And just when she thinks it's over, an employee subtly hints that everyone knows what happened. But Romy? She no longer cares. She has lost everything. And as the screen fades to black, we're left with one haunting question. Was it worth it? If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and subscribe to Film Chino. For more epic movie breakdowns, stay tuned. See you.